Alright, terrorist side pistol tips. This is how we like to run our pistol rounds. Or I like to, I guess, in some later. So, starting off, a lot of the times you'll want to just group up on terrorist side with the Glock. You want to get 4 armors and just rush a spot and have your 5th teammate watch your flank and hold map control, and then he'll be able to flank later if no one else is flanking you guys. Another way we like to take our pistol rounds is to just start off as a default, and what I mean by that is everyone kind of spreads out. We hold all map information. Like, let's say we're playing Dust 2. We have a guy in B tunnels, a guy outside long A, a guy at middle, so we know if they're not pushing cat, long, B, we know everything. We're just getting information and making sure that the CTs aren't doing any crazy push or anything crazy, and they're getting aggressive. So pretty much we're just spreading out, holding info, and on that kind of default pistol we get 2 nade sets. And what I mean by nade set is a nade, a flash, and a smoke. So because we don't know exactly where we're gonna go, so we might need a smoke or a flash to execute the strat, or even a nade. So in that scenario, and I'll show you guys some videos here in this or show you some clips in this video of some of the pistols we like to run. And if you're doing the 4-1 pistol where you're just straight out rushing from spawn, you can have 4 armors and 1 nade set. Or if you really want to, if you really won't need a smoke at all, you can just get 5 armors. And this is just really good to just group up like this, because the Glock is so strong when you have armor. The P2000 that the CTs have, if they're hitting you in the chest at all, it's going to take like 6 or 7 shots to kill you. So it's really good to have armor as terrorist, because the Glock is also insanely good. It can one-shot in the head, it has 20 bullets, so you can just keep rushing. It's really hard for the CTs to stop 4 rushing Glocks. So even when we do that default that I talked about, where we're starting off, we're spreading out, and to start off on that, you just need to make sure you trust your teammates, and the terrorists, your teammates, aren't doing anything too risky, because you want everyone alive. You're kind of just spotting for info. And when you do that, it is going to end up most of the time, I like to call, even if we start off as the default, it ends up to be a 4-1 split, where one guy's watching the flank and there's 4 rushing Glocks somewhere else about to, just rush. And if we're about to call a 4-1 rush on nuke here, a way you might want to do a rush is to have the very first person with the best spawn is just going to rush ramp non-stop. So he's just going to jump around like this, and he is the bait. If they happen to nade stack, he's going to take all the nades. He's going to take all the nade damage. If they happen to stack 3 ramp or something crazy, he's going to be here. So he's just pretty much just going to rush out non-stop. So he's pretty much just going to rush out non-stop and give us the information so that we can so the rest of his teammates can safely rush ramp. And then the last guy will watch the flank. So I'm going to show you guys some clips here of some of the pistols we like to run. All I say is default it up, which basically means we're not going to do anything too fast here. We're going to just hold map control, make sure they're not doing anything crazy, and then we're going to fall into either, a 4-1A or a 4-1B pretty much. So pretty much here we just have 2 apps, 2 middle, and 1 holding B. And we're pretty much just spotting out and just, I'll let you guys listen here.
Car, nading it. Still there. I'm boiler right now. I'm boiler.
Yeah, let's go late B right now, guys, come.
Stop, go back. I'm gonna stay here and lurk.
So Kevin stays, and there's gonna be 4 people B. Ska actually kills one at A, and we're still gonna dedicate to the strat. Kevin actually is a little bit too aggressive as the flanker. Once again, there's just 4 of us plowing right in.
Try. Up main.
Got him? 2v1.
I think I heard him.
Peek with me.
I'm playing.
Over.
Cross the wall.
Full rush B, Kev mid, stairs.
So as simple as that, I called full rush B, Kevin mid stairs. Kevin's gonna watch our flank, and then gonna flank the people at B site as we rush B. So he's just kind of watching our back, and then he'll flank himself. And I'll just let you guys watch how this comes down.
Yeah,
Seriously, dude? Think you're a big boy now?
Shut your mouth.
Better see an entry frag, one tap.
Holding the mid push. Let's see.
Keep it for dead, I don't know where. Spawn maybe?
I think it was spawn.
Yeah, spawn.
Yeah,
will.
Funny.
And that's pretty much have the site, and that's it. So here's a Dust 2 pistol where we're setting up as a default, and we're making sure they're not doing anything special. Make sure they're not pushing on us, and then we kind of scout out the information on where the CTs are playing, and then I make a decision. And on pistols like this, since it starts out as default, we don't know exactly where we're gonna go. It's kind of a mid-round decision. I'll usually have 3 armors and then 2 nade sets. So I have a smoke flash nade, Kevin has a smoke flash nade most of the time, and everyone else armors up.
What? Yeah. Don't force it to go in though. It's just a default into a late long A. I'm not watching mid.
I'm not lower.
At the start. No, you just stay here. Just stay here. Okay. Don't go in right away for the nade stack, and then
They're supposed to upper B fast.
pick him in.
Playing a 2-1-2.
Long, one long.
Retake.
Chill. Guys, we have long. Everyone long. Except for Stan. We're peeking mid? Alright, chill. Stan, just don't die, dude. Stan, just don't die. Kev, throw deep spawn smoke.
So we have long A, so
Can we
this is
nade
going
some
into a
blocks together?
4-1 like always.
No, it's me and
4
Stan.
people long A,
Kev,
Stan's watching our
Kev,
flank.
you have one, right? Yeah, single box. Let's do it. Flashing across right now. Let's go, boys.
Go, guys.
Yo, I'm gonna smoke site too. Fuck it. Plant in the smoke.
Plan for long, guys.
Get it.
I'm gonna go back. I'm coming back mid.
That's that. They gave us the site freely, and we win the round. I flank.